Patriot, vampire, nationalist, mental retard, eugenicist, a scared man.
Really?
Retard, traitor, next level, Moses.
The main problem that we have right now is we've got a problem.
You get in that goddamn shower, hit the bar of soap, put a little water on it, and rub it all underneath your armpits, around your balls, and your fucking asshole, would you smelly prick? Here's a tube of toothpaste. What you do is you pour some of this out on a little toothbrush and you scrub them fucking gimmicks in your mouth. They're called teeth. Get all that yellow shit off of them. Your breath don't smell like a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Deodorant. It's a miracle worker. You put it under your fucking armpits. You get me? You fucking Viking? Last but not least, your old trusty hairbrush. This thing does a goddamn wonders if you got some fucking hair. I ain't got no fucking hair.
Down to the Nyla Rose, Nyla Bees, native Nyla Rose the Bees.
We saw last week on AEW Dynamite.
Bam! Down with the best friend. Bum. Sorry. Thunder, Rosa, she's Rosa, Thunder, she's Rosa.
Ruby Soho, Ruby Soho.
I know you would love that. I knew you would love that.
Ruby Soho, destination, no, whoa.
From Montreal to Memphis, parlez-vous français? Tell all the girls the Rouges are on their way. They don't like heavy metal, they don't like rock and roll, but all they like to listen to is Barry Manilow. They're all American boys, all American boys, all American boys. They're all American boys.
What up, people? We are back, and wow. What a week for TNA.
It's been one of the most craziest times I've seen TNA in a long ass fucking time.
Not since they got kicked off Spike. I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. Because optically, that was the worst they've ever looked. This is worse than that.
Oh, boy. I think the thumbnail on the title says it all. Our expectations were low, but holy fuck.
I know y'all are getting a little tired of us talking about TNA, but the truth is, TNA fanboys out there, we were old TNA at diehards, man. TNA back in 2008, when I first started watching it, was a legit alternative. Was it beating WWE? No, but it was a legit alternative. It's some of the best TV at the time.
Yeah, it was until everything went to shit.
And then it seemed like they were going a good direction last year. You know, the ironic part, they were better on Access. They had stories going on. They actually, I still maintain, had the best not female match of the year last year.
Yep.
But I don't know what happened. It's like we get to 2026. They got the TV deal and they just gave the fuck up.
Yep, they just totally just laid over and just rolled over. Honestly, it's just like, good God, man. Like, good Lord. Anyways, let's get into it because we're gonna be here for a while, it seems, because every like minute and hour when all this went down, there was more shit just piling on. So let's just get to it. Let's get to our old buddy, old pal, Mr. AJ Francis.
Keep in mind, Slammiversary's next Sunday.
Yep. That too. And a week before the pay-per-view, all this goes down. But anyways, going back to AJ Francis, good God. Trey,
Our buddy AJ Francis, this piece of shit.
Our good buddy. Trey, do you want to read this title and then we'll get right into the article if you can make that out?
Yep. Deonna Purrazzo and Myla Grace call out TNA's AJ Francis for online comments. Look at this fat fuck. Look at him.
Yeah, he's at it again, folks. He can't stop. He cannot stop. I don't know why it's not letting me share that again. Okay,
he's Captain Bootlicker for TNA. He just is.
He's definitely a company shill. The dude just white knighting because he knows if he gets fired, he's fucked.
I think it's worse than we called out like Seth Rollins at a time for doing that, MJF, right?
Yeah.
But at least those guys are talented and they actually have something to offer to the business. Like if Seth left WWE, he has multiple opportunities. AJ Francis can't do shit.
No, he's a one trick pony. Just 1 second, chat. I apologize. My computer's acting weird. Hold on a minute. Trey, can you just keep on talking just for a minute, real quick? Or not? Here we go. All right, we're back. Freaking computer, man, acting goofy. Okay, here we go. Nope, wrong article. Very professional here we are. Very professional. Here we go. Trey, can you read that for the chat if you don't mind? If you're here. Oh, fuck off, Dave. I'm not subscribing to your newsletter, which, by the way, this is from Dave Meltzer's wonderful website right there. Let me see if I can read this real quick. I think Trey's AFK for a minute. Just 1 second, chat. Let me get my old man cheaters. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm only 30 years old and I have readers. Yes, I have cheaters. Just bear with me. Just 1 second, please. Let me get them ready to go. All right, here was the article. AJ Francis is blessed with size, charisma, and gift of drawing heat in the ring and the locker room alike. Oh boy, that's a statement, I guess. All right. In an attempt to defend TNA's recent roster moves, Francis took to social media on Friday to explain why some wrestlers have left the company lately. That drew feedback from some of his peers who weren't very happy publicly discussing their private business. It all started innocently enough. Francis was celebrating that Allie and Tasha Steelz has re-signed with TNA and wanted others to join him. Make sure y'all support Allie and Tasha re-signing as loudly and proudly as y'all respect people being granted the release that they asked for, he wrote.
What a fuck.
Yeah.
Just God. Oh, we re-signed Allie. That will put asses in seats.
Trey, can you read? Can you lead off where I just read off right there? This part. Then a fan responded right there.
Then a fan responding asking why Francis had not reported why so many TNA wrestlers had asked for their release. Because they tell their own stories, Francis responded. He said the departing... Oh, there you go. He said the departing wrestlers had all different reasons for leaving. Steph DeLander wanted to wrestle, but TNA wouldn't medically clear her. Myla Grace was not on TV. Steve Macklin doesn't like creative after being champion for 216 days of the year. Okay, that was a shot at Macklin.
Yep.
Jesus. That wasn't subtle at all.
No, not at all.
Deonna Purrazzo, the current Ring of Honor Women's Pure Champion and also Macklin's wife, wasn't happy about this. She said Francis' post was incredibly passive-aggressive. I don't think it was passive. I'll say that. It wasn't passive.
No, he's taking shots because he's trying to be the goody guy. Like, oh, we're here to support TNA. Fuck those guys who want it out of here. They're gonna miss out, basically.
Yep. And you should let wrestlers tell their stories and don't do this shit. Francis responded that he had spoken to Macklin like a man, was only speaking facts. Peraza replied that Macklin doesn't need to spew facts on social media. Yeah, she has a point.
Yeah. And that's his wife. So she's definitely got that right to say something here.
Yeah, and it's the truth is too. He's a social media whore.
Oh yeah,
let's be honest here.
Yeah, he's a social media attention whore. That's exactly what AJ
He
Francis
tweets
is.
like, I'm gonna keep it chat. He tweets like a little girl, like a teenager.
He tweets like a 12-year-old child.
Yep. Francis made one more post closing by saying the social media shit don't mean nothing. Yet you're always talking shit on social media, you fat fuck.
Yep.
Oh my god. This motherfucker. Anyway. I think that's the end there.
Okay.
But yeah. Just what a Oh, Grace joined the conversation.
Oh yeah, this got out of hand because there's a lot of people that commented on this shit. So that's why we're covering it here, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. You don't normally cover articles like this, but
especially from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, because as you can see, there's so many pop-in ads right there.
Yeah, dude. Dave, you're already getting your $14.99 from people. Come on now.
Yep.
Grace also joined the conversation. Lots of love, but this isn't accurate, she wrote. I am aware, Francis wrote back, as we have talked many times about it. That's my point. They don't know either, but they pretend they do. And then Indy Hartwell, my gosh, he's jumping in. Shared a gif of one man swiping a phone out of the hands of another. This is not the first time Francis had a public dispute with a colleague. Last summer, he went on record on his beef with Swerve Strickland from when they were together in WWE. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So he wants to say that we're not going to cover Allie and all them getting signed to the company, re-signed. So let's just put that to bed now. I mean, obviously he wasn't talking about us, but still, we're going to still cover it because this sack of shit tells everyone, oh, they don't cover when good stuff happens, because there's a lot more stuff that happened during the past couple of days, what they did.
Agreed, CD Price. Tasha Steele's a wrestler, but she hasn't wrestled. She's just a manager. She's been a manager for like over, I don't even know how long the Order 4 have been around.
But okay, so here's Allie right there. And then he says, y'all better have that same energy, right?
Yeah.
Well, you say that, Mr. Francis, but guess what? You sure didn't talk about this with your other colleague that got signed, because you haven't tweeted out anything since he got re-signed to the company again. Trey Miguel was re-signed to company, even though he got re-signed in the beginning of March. So he signed another fucking deal and upped up.
Yeah.
You didn't talk about
but
that.
Unfortunately, he's hurt right now. So that's why he's not been on TV lately.
That sucks.
So, I mean, I give TNA props for signing Trey Miguel after what, obviously the whole debacle with AEW, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, here's the thing. TNA, if you're smart, you make this guy the face of your X division since Leon Slater's leaving.
Or at least build around it, because, dude, this is, like I said, you go look at that roster. That roster's super thin, and people can say what they want.
Mr. Elegance in the X Ultimate X match. Come on now.
Yeah. Well, if Kazarian, they got Kazarian back in the Ultimate X match,
who was just the world champion, apparently doesn't have any interest in getting his title back. He's just, I want the X division title like it's 2007, 2008.
And you don't have to earn nothing anymore. You just say, I want in, you get automatically in. This is the great mindset of Delirious, which we will get into here
there
very
used
shortly.
to be a story reason why people would join the Ultimate X match.
Yeah, and again, I know that Kazarian's an OG. Like, they added Amazing Red to the Ultimate X match. That's fine. That kind of makes sense, but he's kind of 40, so it's kind of a risk to have him do an Ultimate X. Yeah.
And with Santana leaving, wouldn't it make sense for Kazarian to start hovering that main event scene?
You would think. And you know what? At least a triple threat match at freaking Slammiversary for the world title.
Yeah, he should be part of
that.
Yeah, you would have just, you're right, Tyler. I would have just added him. The fact that he's not even asked for a rematch since losing the title, he wants to, I guess, run it back like it's 2008 in an Ultimate X match. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's bad. But speaking about bad, this whole TNA stuff got bad to worse really, really quick. Let's talk about Tessa Blanchard
Yeah.
getting released. And boy, this is well, again, we talked about last week, Steve Macklin and Mila Grace after
Mila
their
Grace,
release.
yeah.
Not even just last week. And then the following week, guess what happened? Tessa
More
Blanchard
people.
gets released. And
You know who started the House of Cards dropping?
Yeah.
Danny Luna.
Yep.
Luna. She, at least this year. I know
Yeah.
if you count the Iconics. The Iconics is
I got a tweet.
contract.
I got a tweet. We got to tweet all the people who's left since December. We have a lineup that's updated. So just bear with us, chat. We'll get to it in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll look right here.
So Tessa Blanchard has asked and secured her release from TNA. I'm gonna say it, chat. She was the one reason I was watching her and Santana, and Slater. Those are like the big three. But of the knockouts, she was the only one worth the fuck. And from the jump, let's be honest, Tyler, they haven't used her right. They initially did when they had her do the stuff with Jordan Grace. She had a little feud with Lee. I think she had an okay feud with Masha Slamovich, but she didn't win the match. Then all of a sudden, she's feuding with like Ariana Gray. She's stuck with Alicia Fox. Yeah, that's totally going to be successful. That's a recipe for success. Alicia Fox.
That was Tommy Dreamer thing, dude. Like, and again, like right here, we're gonna get into this too. Right here, this is also reported from Fightful Select. That right here, Trey, if you can read that for the chat.
The common belief is that CMLL wanted Tessa Blanchard to choose between them and TNA as they pay her and book her more. She asked for a release. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yep, and I don't blame her because we were talking about the other day. When you try to talk about this, when this actually went down the day privately, we said I don't blame her because she hasn't been on TV, and I couldn't tell you how long. She wasn't even part of that pay-per-view, or not pay-per-view, the special they did for NXT and TNA. They didn't even have her included with it. Like,
nope, they had a bunch of WWE rejects. That's all it was.
Yep. And then you had that going down, and it's just like, good
Put
Lord,
her with Alicia Fox. That's somehow going to be successful. They really thought that was going to be successful.
Well, here's the thing too, real quick, before we still continue this covering with Tessa Blanchard. If you're Alicia Fox, what the fuck are you gonna do now?
What does she do now?
Yeah,
I don't think she's gonna go in the title scene. I just don't see it.
No,
I wouldn't be surprised if they just stopped using her like they do Mickie James and Taryn Terrell and ODB. And
also, chat right here, Tessa was signed to a 3-year deal. She was only halfway through the deal, and they let her go.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem, and we talked about this. I don't know if we're going to talk about it on here, but something came out that it turns out AMC wanted Tessa to be the champion.
Yep.
They wanted her to get a push, but Tommy was scared of the Oasis chance.
Yep. Which makes no sense because that pretty much died down since Bound for Glory.
Yeah, it died down quick. Let's keep it real. It died down quick. And you know how much heat that would have gotten if she won?
Yep. And then it says right here in this article, it says that the source with TNN claimed that they were going to restructure her deal and after her money due to CMLL booking and paying her more. So they were going to restructure her deal. So she was probably going to take less. And I don't blame her. I mean, you're going to restructure my deal. I'm going to make less money, and I'm not even booked on the actual television show. I'm on
she's booked 1 week, and then she's gone for like several weeks. Granted, it's not just Tessa. They do this with everybody. The big dude from the Order 4, he had his debut match months ago, hasn't wrestled since.
Yep. It's just,
they don't consistently use people, and this is part of the reason I'm like, why invest in TNA if you invest in a star and they barely use consistently every week? We have our issues with WWE, right? And even AEW. Granted, AEW has this problem too.
Yep.
But we can go on WWE, but for the most part, they're good at using their stars every week, at least, or every other week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very consistent. TNA, there will be like weeks where Tessa, whoever, isn't on screen.
Yep.
and then they'll randomly appear again, and then they're gone again. Like, what is this booking?
Well, still keep talking about Tessa. She did an interview with CMLL
Yep.
sit down interview
And
in
she did a
Spanish.
video.
This was translated
And she
for
did a
us in
video, too.
English. Yeah, so that was in Spanish.
All right.
So right there, here's the transcript of the English part right here. Trey, if you'd like to read that for the chat.
Yep. The truth is, I have received a lot of messages from friends and news, and I haven't replied to any of them yet. I want to sort things out and set the record straight today. Here I have a life, and I feel very happy. The U.S. company TNA asked me, Tessa, you need to decide whether you're a CMLL wrestler or a TNA wrestler. I took my time to think it over with my dad, whom I trust very much. My life is here. I'm not just another foreigner. I'm the most Mexican gringa. I have many goals to achieve here, and I've already reached the top of the mountain. I won everything over there, but here I have many dreams and goals to pursue. I needed to focus on my career and my life here in Mexico, and from this moment on, I'm 100% CMLL.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about. Like, I don't know why that she was not even a part. Like, we were talking about the whole invasion stuff with TNA and NXT last September.
She should have been the team captain. She was like the only true blood TNA knockout, because the rest of them were like people who just left WWE, like what, a couple of months ago, like Indy Hartwell and Mara Shade. Yeah. And then you got Kalani Jordan, who's an NXT wrestler.
Made no sense, dude. And it just it gets, like I said, it gets worse and worse because you think, okay, but, it can't get any worse. And people are like, no, it probably could. And we're, me and Trey are optimistic. It's like, well, hopefully she'll get booked better in CMLL. Plus there's a chance for her now to show up in
she's probably gonna in AEW. Yeah, like
there's a chance for her going to AEW. And did the whole CMLL and AEW relationship.
You know what they rewarded Tessa with last year for Bound for Glory? Let's have her face Gia Miller, who's not a wrestler. And she had to cheat to win. She had to cheat to beat an announcer or an interviewer. What? Like, what is... Why?
And also,
why
too, go ahead, Trey. Go ahead.
I was just like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I do not know. But right here, we're going to talk about this now. Agreed. It was probably even worse. Well, it was probably equally as the WCW.
The men's side wasn't terrible. It was the women that I had a problem with.
That was just a clusterfuck. But then we thought, okay, this can't get any worse, right? And then the next, I think it was the next day, right?
24 hours, not even 24 hours later.
Then this happened, and some of us were happy, and some of us are sad. But anyways, let's talk about Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer mutually parted ways with the company the next following day. And this was the reception. Go ahead.
When I saw this, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, me and Tyler had a talk that day, like once this happened, because it was like, bro, not even a day later.
Like, this was the reaction that I saw on TNA, of people were, this is their reactions being very, very happy about this. Like, I'm like, all right, let's see what they can do now, because we thought maybe someone else would probably get released, but stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because no, that was not the case. But I think that this is half the reactions I saw online.
Hallelujah! 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 And amen! Amen!
I saw a lot of people rejoicing when this went down. A lot of people.
He said it when there was that shot of him signing Vinci. He looked like he died inside.
It looked like he was done. And
do you think he knew maybe then?
I think that he was... Here's what I think, real quick, okay? I think that he knew, this is not going to work out, because I couldn't find the article again. I wish I would have saved it. Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth, he said for the past couple weeks backstage, it's been really weird in TNA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He made that comment. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they told Dreamer, hey, you can't be doing this. We can't be signing these people, because like I said, he was head of talent relations and a producer with Delirious. He was helping write the shows.
So he probably is the one who makes the 3-month deals. Let's keep it real. That was probably all him.
Yeah. And that's going down. And then the next, it was the same day, it was announced on Busted Open Radio, by the way, which is here's the video real quick. We're going to share this real quick. We're going to let this play out. Now, Tommy claims that this was a mutual departure. I don't know if this was mutual. I think this was a one-sided.
Tommy's react, yeah.
Yeah, I think this was a
Tommy's
one-sided
reaction
thing
here.
because, like, his reaction to this entire video, it seems like they told him, like, no, we don't want you no more, which is sad.
They fired him, or sometimes jobs will do is they'll try to make you quit, kind of deal.
Yeah,
make it. Like, I think they did one of those two things because, yeah, this wasn't mutual. You see his reaction, and we'll point it out, chat, when we get to it.
And plus, too, real quick, we're not celebrating someone losing their job.
No,
we don't like to. Okay, me and Trey and other people did not like his style of booking. All right,
No.
I've never liked Tommy Dreamer's booking. I've always thought it was garbage. I don't hate the man himself. So let's
He's
put
a
that out
legend.
there right now.
And I'll put that out there. He's a legend, iconic, ECW legend, right?
And I think also too behind the scenes too, like he's helped out a lot of companies out and behind the scenes. He helped, he was helping write stuff for ECW with Paul Heyman back in the day with
early
Gabe
days of
Sapolsky.
NXT. He was helping train the early NXT guys.
Yeah, he was
So,
doing that.
I'll
He was on EC, like behind the scenes. He was with WWE.
I think OVW too. Was he OVW too?
No, I think it was just the WWE. I think it was the WWE side of things. Like he helped when John Laurinaitis was a part of talent relations. I think Tommy was the assistant or something like that. Like I said, he worked behind the scenes there. Then he went to TNA in 2010. Left a little bit, worked behind the scenes there. Left TNA again. Went to go start up House of Hardcore. Then he came back to WWE. Did a little spot there in 2015, 16. Yeah.
Yeah, because they had a
And
little
then-
thing with the Wyatts.
And I think around 2018, 2019, I think he came in back to TNA to help out backstage wise. So he's been there for quite a while. So, well, we're gonna let this play out real quick, and then Trey, if you want anything to pause real quick, let me know so I know what you want to discuss in this video.
I said it before about being emotional. Excuse me. A lot going on. To kind of steal something from Larry David or Jerry Seinfeld, I'm a really good breaker-upper. All relationships come to an end. And yesterday I had a great conversation with Carlos Silva, and me and TNA are no longer in a relationship. We've mutually agreed to part ways. It's hard. I've given I've given so much of my life to that company. I don't have any ill will or malice. I want it to survive, and I want it to be the best it can be. I love this business. It's hard because I'm not going to be able to see the people that I helped. I had a lot of people help me follow my dreams, and I love that part about the business of what I did. It was a 24-hour job. I think I had it for close to 10 years. Off and on, I've been in and out of there. I loved going to work. I did. But everything comes to an end. I'm not crying because I'm mad or I'm emotional, but I know I'll be okay. And I hope TNA will be okay. And I'm going to avoid my phone for a little bit. But like I said, I'm crying because I loved going to work and I love the people I work with. There was a lot of really special people. I created so many moments. I have so many highlights. And I love it. When my mom died, it was the saddest day of my life. And I came on this show and wrestling helped me. And then right from there, I literally jumped on a plane, and TNA got me through that. With the pandemic, man, we were all scared together. This show got us through that. I would drive 15 hours by myself sometimes just to go to work because I love the people that I worked for. Like I said, there's no issues. There's no malice. It's just at this time, we just need to take a break. And I want to thank everybody for watching the show, supporting me. Like I said, I'll be okay. There's nothing like it's just the way it has to be right now. And it's going to be hard, but it'll be harder talking to the people. So that's why I just wanted to say it here. And I want to thank Anthem and TNA and for the real wrestling fans for supporting. And if you went to a TNA event and you had a good time, that's all I asked for. I never wanted to be in. I just want to be a wrestler, and I was always just thrust into these positions. And I did my best, and I did my best for you. And that's all I got to say. But again, I'm sorry for getting emotional. Just I have I worked with 50 to 80 great people each and every loop, and I learned my job. I told you this a long time ago, and if you take bits and pieces of what I say, it's our job to put smiles on people's faces, and I hope you got those emotions. When I was supposed to make you mad, I made you mad. When I was supposed to make you happy, I made you happy. I hope you enjoy Slammiversary. I hope you enjoy every episode. I know I'll be rooting from afar. It's going to be hard, but Slammiversary is going to be a hell of a show, and I'll be watching it from the sidelines.
Yeah, something happened. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She is way too emotional for this to just be mutual.
Yeah, dude. It's oof.
You could hear in his voice. I don't know what was said, but I don't know. And I mean, I have my issues with Tommy with the writing, right? But I don't want to see a grown man cry. It's hard to watch, I'll be honest. But I'll say this about Tommy. He's still a legend, but he was I don't think he was the sole reason, though. And I think a situation happened where he became the fall guy. I think that's what happened here. It's like almost a Road Dogg situation, what they just did on SmackDown. I think they're using him as the fall guy because I think Delirious should have also been fired, if you ask me.
Definitely get into that. Definitely Tommy was the Johnny the Bull. What's his name? Johnny the Bull Grazio, I think, or whatever the case was. Anyways, yeah, it's just this is like I said, I'm not celebrating that Tommy Dreamer lost his job. That sucks. But again, something happened. I think this is more of a company thing than it was a Dreamer thing.
They probably forced them out. I think they forced them out in some way. And they probably said, hey, we'll say in the trade that it was mutual. They probably told them, we'll say in the trade it's mutual, but it wasn't mutual.
No, this was definitely one-sided event. And just like this, then Anthem Sports released a statement after Tommy got released from the company right there. Let me highlight that. Trey, can you read that for the chat for a minute, please?
Yeah. Whenever it goes up.
Yeah, sorry. I'm having really bad internet today, folks. I don't know what's going on today. I apologize.
TNA Wrestling today has announced a workforce reduction designed to streamline operations and sharpen strategic focus and profitability. TNA's creative leadership team will see an immediate shift. Tommy Dreamer, who has worked in TNA's creative and talent relations, is leaving the company as TNA and Dreamer mutually agree to part ways. TNA also has come to terms on the release of Tessa Blanchard. We wish Tessa, Tommy, and others the best in their future endeavors. Holy corporate, Batman.
Okay, so right there, that line right there, others. We wish the other people best luck in their futures endeavors, right? That's what got everyone talking about. Okay, so there's more happening today. So there's going to be more releases because at this time, that was the only two releases, was the Tommy and the Tessa Blanchard release. That was it, right? Then it was reported by Sean Ross Sapp, which, we have our own issues with. Trey definitely does. I know that. There are more behind-the-scenes departures from TNA coming soon. Surprising ones. So that happened, right?
Yeah.
And then not even an hour later, we saw this tweet go out. Right there. Trey, can you read that for the chat?
Sami Callihan confirms his exit from TNA. Thought I was getting called today to be offered a position in creative. Nope, I parted ways with TNA. So this was what, the same day as Tommy?
Same day, not like an hour after the fact. Okay, an hour after the fact. Then there was the video the next day, which is the video right here of Sami Callihan. Sorry, real quick. So we're gonna play this video because he says that he thought that he was going to join the creative team, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So they thought that was gonna happen. So let me get that video playing real quick. Excuse me, chat, real quick. Again, I apologize. My internet's acting really goofy right now.
Insane. This is crazy.
This has been a crazy ass week for TNA, bro. This has just been ridiculously crazy. Like
a week before Slammiversary, and I'm wondering what's gonna happen on the week of Slammiversary.
I don't know. We checked it earlier before we went live. The tickets are not. They say they're doing well, but from what me and Trey saw from the StubHub and Ticketmaster, there's a whole lot of tickets be left for next week.
Yeah, it's not really doing well.
No,
and I'm wondering, if we're gonna get more TNA firings or releases next week.
Well, that, or is it also going to be? Are they going to just comp out tickets next week? Just say we have people in the building.
Yeah, they'll probably do that. Yeah.
So, all right, let's play this video because this is definitely a handful. And Trey, if you have anything to say, let me know, and we'll pause it.
Let's do the phone call, please.
I had woke up at, I think, like 10:30, 11, and my phone was blown up. Hey, Tommy's done it TNA, and the amount of people on the roster that messaged me is like, it's finally your time. You're getting added to creative. You're getting added to creative. You're getting added to creative. Within 5 minutes of me waking up and getting all those text messages, I got a notification on my email. Hey, we need to have a conference call at 1. And in my mind, I was like, oh shit, I'm getting added to creative. Like, this is what I've been lobbying for years. It's what a lot of, maybe not all of them, but a lot of major people on the roster at TNA has been lobbying for years. It's what.
Not me. I have been lobbying it, you fat fuck. I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, you lost your job. I saw you creatively, and I'm good. I am so good. But anyways, can continue with the video.
Yeah, I don't really.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, we'll tease it for another day, another time. We'll just get to this video.
We'll get back.
In front of my face from another administration before this current administration. I was like, it's finally happening. So I get on the Zoom call and they start talking. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, maybe this is still, maybe I'm getting ad. And then, it came to, we're sorry to us, we're going to have to part ways. And I kind of went off. I am not one of the people that usually goes off like this. I try not to be very profanity laced. And I don't think it was a thing of screaming or yelling, but I stated my case. I knew that company, I feel like, almost better than anybody, from the wrestling to the production to everyone there. And I had good relationships with everyone. I stated my case. I was like, hey, this is why I think you're making a terrible mistake. This is why I think this isn't happening right now. I am not the guy. And I was told as part of that Workplace Reduction Act, and I went, that should not be me. I never thought in a million, I thought I was going to be a lifer at TNA. And
okay, going back to say it should not have been me. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of people's thought and process, buddy. So it just wasn't you. I'll just keep it real.
Yeah. You thought Tessa was going to be a lifer, or at least for a bit.
Yeah. The reason why I thought Tommy Dreamer was a freaking stone part of TNA is because he had naked pictures of Carlos Silva, maybe naked with a goat or something. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, going back to a certain person, it sure seems like the other person might have pictures on that, but we will talk about that in a minute.
I was talking to some friends of the company yesterday, and I said, I think my loyalness to the company that I'm working for is good and bad. I think I'm loyal to companies to a fault at this point, when I could have left years ago and went on to do other things.
Sammy, just gonna keep it real. WWE wasn't picking you up, buddy.
Well, he was in WWE before as Solomon Crow in NXT days when Triple H ran it, and then that didn't pan out because honestly, he was just bland as fuck.
And I'm sorry, your character in TNA was the drizzling shit. You're a shitty Dean Ambrose.
Well, he is best friends with Dean, so there's that too. And plus, this guy also too. Remember the whole OVE bullshit that sucked?
Mm-hmm.
Ohio versus everyone. That was something. But anyways, going back to this story, we all thought the releases were done, right? That's what we all thought. We all thought, okay, there's no more tonight. Why everyone was asleep, almost. Yes, they were asleep. People were asleep. They released even more people when people went to bed. There were a number of people in the production circles of TNA that were also cut.
Mm-hmm. That's insane. While we were sleeping, and then I woke up to that. It's like, what the fuck? Like, really?
Yeah.
TNA is the issues, man. This is insane.
And like right here, Trey. So this is this should have been updated, but right now, this was the talent roster. So add Steve Macklin, Myla Grace, and then add Tommy and Tessa, now Sami Callihan. So that's more people than you got production. Right here, since December 2025, right there, December 2025, these are all the people that got released or left the company. Look at that. The Inspiration, Tessa Blanchard, Joe Hendry, Steve Macklin, Mace Warner, Stephanie DeLander, Mayla Grace, Danny Luna, Myron Reed, Zachary Wentz, Desmond Xavier, Jake something, who's Jake Doyle now in TNA or AEW.
Oh, Austin, what's his fucking face?
Ace Austin.
Ace Austin. Yep.
Yeah.
That was last year, but still.
JDC, I don't know who that is, but anyways.
That's Fandango, Johnny Curtis.
Oh, okay. Him, okay. You got Mike Santana pending, now Leon Slater pending.
And with Mike Santana, it came out this week that July is supposedly when his contract's up, and that's he's definitely on his way to WWE.
Yep. Oh yeah, he's out the door. Like prime example. Look at the Slammiversary bill. The Slammiversary bill has been awful.
Dolph versus fucking Santana, really?
Yeah, dude. Like the whole build of that entire card is just really, really bad. It's like, wow.
Elias versus fucking AJ Francis.
Yeah. But then that went down, right? And everyone's like, okay, well, since they got rid of Tommy, what does this mean? So we're gonna get into that now too. People were praying and hoping that, well, Delirious was going to be getting cut, right?
Yep.
That didn't happen at all because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? TNA is doubling down and they're doing this number. Trey, can you read that from the chat?
He basically got a promotion. The belief among those spoken is that currently Delirious will head up TNA Creative. So he's head creative at TNA. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so he's gonna have now. He's got the entire book. He ain't got a committee apparently, right? Like apparently he's got the final say in all the booking now, right? Then people were like, okay, well maybe he can do something about it. Maybe he can, change it up. Maybe they can do something. Hopefully the best, right? And then not even an hour later, ladies and gentlemen, not even an hour later, this was reported. Like I said, we showed the clip earlier. People were clamoring and saying hallelujah and thank God Tommy's gone, right?
Yeah.
And then when they saw this pop up on their screens on social media feed, this was the exact reaction that I saw from a lot of people, dude, from on Twitter. This clip right here.
I am not a happy camper.
Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah, Trey, can you read this for the chat?
With Tommy Dreamer departing TNA, it was immediately heard from industry sources that Road Dogg has been discussed with TNA as a potential replacement. Oh, you didn't know? We're going to get more bad writing.
Okay, so
And here's the
okay.
thing, really quick, before you go. I know everybody shits on him, right, because the whole SmackDown thing. I still think he was the fall guy. Don't get wrong. Do I think he participated in the bad ideas? Yes. But he was clearly the fall guy for that. But I'm also, does TNA need more bad ideas?
Well, I mean, Hogan said it best back in the day, right?
Oh my God, it can't get any worse. It can't get any worse. Oh, that was bad, bro. Bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about Road Dogg, okay? I think all of us that were, I mean, yeah, I was glad when he got released too, right? And that's what we said. I said, I'm glad he got not released, but I'm glad he's not part of creative no more because I thought he was the problem on SmackDown. I will be the first one to admit, and I will say it, that I was wrong, and I apologize to Road Dogg because SmackDown is still dog shit.
It's worse.
Yeah.
The Pat McAfee thing happened right after he left.
Yep.
So, yeah, we apologize, BG James.
Yeah, that's where, that Luigi, that's what we're saying right here too. Like, yeah, this might be something that might actually work because I've heard from a lot of people, like from behind the scenes, they said that he's very old school booking wise, like he's not just a modern booker, and that's what's funny too. Steve Maclin waited till a week after the fact that they actually got a former Marine, and probably could have been an actual good character development for Road Dogg to actually help book Steve Maclin. Two former Marines probably got the same mindset about the business, stuff like that. But like, yeah, I am not gonna shit on this acquisition.
No, we'll see where it goes if it happens. Obviously,
I mean, it can't get any worse. I mean, it can't get any worse booking wise, can it? Like,
I don't know.
Like, I don't want it to get worse. Like I said, and people were like, me and Trey got called out on Twitter the other day. People telling us that we want TNA to die. No, I don't want TNA to die. I actually want them to succeed because there's a reason why there should be a number 3 company in North America for people to go to, right?
We said it at the start of the stream. We're old school TNA fans. Tyler watched TNA back in like the early NWA days.
Yeah, I watched TNA back in the day. I watched TNA on Spike TV back in 2005. That's when I started watching TNA, and I started watching it, and they came on like around the 11 o'clock hour on a Thursday. Sometimes I think when they started, I think they were on Saturday at 11 o'clock at night, and then they
Saturday,
moved Tuesdays.
They did Saturday. Yeah, they did Saturdays for a little bit. I remember that.
So again, this is a very mystery box. This could be very good, and this can be really, really bad. But the problem is that it's talent, and I'm not trying to show the talent that's there, but it's like you gotta have more talent on your roster. You just the talent is so thin on that roster, dude. It just really
There's
is.
nobody there, especially when all the big hitters have left. And you compare it to look at 2008 TNA, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, Kevin Nash, Scott Steiner, Samoa Joe, even the mid card, right? Like with Black Machismo, fucking Curry Man, which was Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, Abyss, like Sting.
Yep.
The amount of heavy hitters I just named right there.
Yeah, think of all the people that's come through there. Like even the beginning of the beginning stages of TNA, CM Punk, Mickey James,
Ken Shamrock.
Well, yeah, I mean, Shamrock's already established, but like unknown people that's actually got their shot. America's Most Wanted, AMW. You got
Bobby Roode,
Chris Harris, and James Storm, Bobby Roode, Petey Williams, Eric Young. The people in there, Monty Brown. Monty Brown was a prime example of TNA trying to find new talent. Monty Brown, God, he should have been a bigger star than what he was. But anyways, you had Monty Brown,
Ron Killings.
You had R-Truth going there. You had Scott Hall there at one point. You had X-Pac there. You had Jeff Hardy. Oh, I mean, like the old Nashville days when TNA was doing the shows in Nashville. Jeff Hardy showed up and became a member of the roster.
And look how many people reinvented themselves in TNA. Kurt Angle.
Sting.
Fucking. You want to go to the women? Victoria.
Yeah.
Tara.
Yep.
Gail Kim.
Yep. Gail Kim. You had Awesome Kong who came in there because that was the first time I saw Kong when she was in TNA.
Kong.
God.
Dude, that knockouts division, they were hot and they actually could wrestle. It wasn't bathroom break matches. It was like we were watching Gail Kim and Awesome Kong the other week. That street fight. I'm like, women are doing this shit? What?
Yeah, Trey was like the part from Cheech and Chong. Women can do things now, man. That was
the women can do things now. They can
because on another channel, you had WWE and you had them doing lingerie pillow fights and stuff like that. Yeah,
and women who couldn't actually work.
They had, they definitely had they definitely brought the T and the A when the women showed up for the knockouts, right? Let's just be real. But they looked hot, but they could still
they were able to do both. They were able to actually do both. They had, and the funny thing, ironic thing is WWE at one point did do that. Then they moved away from it in the later 2000s. I don't know why.
Yep.
But
then,
go ahead. Go on.
Yeah, the beautiful people. Yeah, the beautiful people. Yeah.
Beautiful people. Yeah.
Yeah. Madison Rain, she was a nobody. Well, I'm not going to say nobody, but she was unknown. Yeah, Matt Morgan. Matt Morgan was a prime example, a guy who benefited going for TNA from getting fired from WWE. You had Abyss, an unknown, AJ Styles, the greatest unknown, the TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, TNA's created some great stars in the past, but that's the problem, though. There was one guy who was in charge of that shit, was doing that, and was trying to find new talent and bringing him in, and his name is this guy right here.
He is Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, but he's in AEW, or I don't know what he's doing. He's probably free, and why don't they go to him?
I think that, so what I heard from Jeff was a definite, and I think we should talk about that real quick. Let's talk about Jeff Jarrett potential if he came back to the TNA, right? Let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what exact optic-wise what he's doing in AEW, right? I do not know. Mm-hmm. I've heard that he's still part of them, helping them do strategic management behind the scenes, like help book house shows, et cetera, et cetera. He's the reason why that they got booked for that Brawl at the Park in Minnesota in August, I think it is. The stadium wrestling show that AEW is going to produce. He's basically just doing what he was doing in GFW back in the day. But again, I think if anyone can turn that thing around for TNA, I think it's Jeff Jarrett. And I know for a fact that Jeff Jarrett is probably ecstatic that Road Dogg, Brian James, BG James, whatever you want to call him, right? I'm pretty sure he's over the moon that he's happy that his friend might be coming back to TNA because because BG James was a part of the creative team back in the day when Jeff was around. Like he was in the writing room, he was in the booking committee, like he was on that stuff back in the day. So maybe, like I said, maybe Road Dogg can turn around, help out too. Maybe he can actually help out the company and turn this thing around. But again, I'm gonna die on that hill. I think Jeff, and a lot of people gave me a lot of shit on Twitter about it, telling me that I was making up stories, which by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we do not make up stories on the X account on Twitter. We gave opinions and people think we're making up stories. So there's that too, which is hilarious.
Yeah. Like, we actually know history of. I watched TNA in 2008, and like I said, the roster I just named.
Yeah.
At that time, they were something different. Even in 2011, because there were some bad years, right? 2009 kind of sucked. Let's keep it real.
Well, that's funny you should say that, Trey, is because, that's when Jeff got sent home by Dixie.
Yep.
And
then
they
sort of turned it around in 2010. Some weird decisions, but for the most part.
I don't know. Come on, keep it real.
There were some bad decisions in 2010.
I don't know about that, but
2011 they turned it around, even after the whole Victory Road thing. But then they fucked it in 2013.
So here's the context that we were just talking about, though, Trey. Jeff Jarrett was a part of creative with TNA all the way until 2009, before Slammiversary and all that went down, because that year Impact was doing in the 1s and 2s and even 3 million viewers.
Yeah, they were getting actually really good ratings back then.
Jeff got sent home by Dixie Carter, even though that Dixie knew. And I'm not making this up, ladies and gentlemen. It's on Jeff Jarrett's podcast, My World. If you'd like to go listen to it, it's on YouTube. It's on for free. If I don't know if Jack's in the chat or not, maybe he can drop a link to the channel and go in there and make a comment. Said the boys from Pin Down sent you. But Jeff said this publicly on his own show with Conrad Thompson. He clearly said that Dixie Carter knew that he was dating Karen after her and Kurt Angle separated from their marriage and the divorce proceedings was going down. Dixie Carter knew about it, and he said, for an exact quote, that Vince Russo allegedly, I wasn't there, but this is coming from Jeff, so I don't think he can make up a story just to make up a story, right? He said that Vince Russo went to Dixie Carter and told Dixie to get him out of creative because if Jeff was not around, Russo could have done anything he wanted to. And what did Dixie do? Dixie sent Jeff Jarrett home for like 5 to 6 months. And he was ostracized from the company. He didn't have any roles no more backstage. He wasn't part of creative. He was just a on-screen wrestler talent now. So,
and this was
and
his
that's
company.
Yeah. And if you go back and watch the 2009 Trey, when Jeff got sent home before Slammiversary, what did Vince Russo do?
Oh, we had one of the worst. You had one of the worst storylines of all time.
You had Samoa Joe, who was getting taken out by the Mafia. The main event Mafia was taking him out. Samoa Joe came back as the One Nation of Violence, which no one ever got. Sorry, that didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, that gimmick was terrible. With a really bad tattoo on his face.
Yeah, the face paint, that was bad. That went down, right? And what did he do? He joined the Main Event Mafia.
Yeah,
the Mafia. He joined the Mafia. Yeah, getting taken out by everybody. Then he was saying he was going to take out Scott Steiner. Then he joins them, and then not even the following few months later, Matt Morgan joined out all of a sudden, and everything got convoluted. And you know what happened to the Main Event Mafia? It died in October after Bound for Glory.
I watched that storyline. Actually, there's like a whole complete story. It was good at the start, but once they added Joe and Matt Morgan, like the whole point of the Main Event Mafia is it was legends in the industry. That was the whole point.
Because they didn't feel that they were getting respected by the talent. And I mean, that was a storyline going with Sting, but still though, that happened. But anyways, chat, if you wouldn't mind, if you want to be like Double J, guitar, hit that like button. All right, get the guitar and smash it over the head. Okay, just do it like that. Help us out. We would greatly appreciate it. Helps us out tremendously. So let's talk about the two more things that are going on with TNA. Then we have a video to cover, and then we're gonna get out of here. Okay, so this went down. I think it was the next day or the same day, I believe.
Yeah.
TNA, I made this announcement, and let me get it pulled up real quick.
Yeah, it's
hang on.
Like, what the fuck, man?
What's our opinion on Rosemary? I think before when she came in, when she was with Abyss and Crazy Steve, I liked her, but I think now she is she is a veteran now in that Knockouts division and the roster. I don't hate her, nor do I dislike her. She's just there for me.
Yeah, she's clearly. I think her and Allie are probably gonna be a tag team forever. Maybe she goes heel one last time. I don't know, but I have no interest either way. She's fine. She's a fine hand, but they're never gonna have. She's not gonna go anything higher than probably what she's doing right now.
And I'm not. I'm also too. I'm not a whole crazy about the whole when you leave TNA now you just pass away, and then somehow if you come back you gotta go to the third realm of hell to retrieve their souls and bring them back from the dead. I don't like that.
Just bring them back. Don't kill people off screen. That's not wrestling.
Yeah.
What? I've never liked storylines like that.
Yeah,
I didn't like it when what was that company? Fucking that Penta was in it for a while.
But Jermaine Jackson, I don't know if you're part of the Jackson 5, but we greatly appreciate you, man. No, seriously. You look like a new subscribers or new chatter, so thank you for that. Appreciate that. If you like the content, you wouldn't mind, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. It helps us out, man. Appreciate it. Helps us out, and he's putting more stuff in chat. Lucha Underground. Lucha Underground was okay. It was there for its time, but okay. Let's get back to take two. All right, take two. Let's talk about the business deals that TNA made the announcement to, right? They made the announcement of this, which was a head scratcher for me, because they've done this before back in the Hogan and Bischoff days. They made this announcement. And it didn't go anywhere. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how TNA is back in bed with Ohio Valley Wrestling.
OVW, the only news this year was they fucked up. They just like, get your shit in before a ref, was having a heart attack or a seizure. I think it was one of the two. It's like, what is even the roster of OVW right now?
Well, we'll talk about that, Trey, because if you wouldn't mind reading for the chat real quick, and we would definitely get into it.
TNA and OVW are reportedly close to an agreement for a working relationship. The relationship with the Ohio Valley Wrestling essentially become a developmental brand for TNA. They're trying to have their own NXT.
Yeah, I'm right there. What everyone's saying about Russo, but going back to TNA. But yeah, we have a clip for that. We'll play that in the next thing. But yeah, they made this announcement the next day, and it's just like, so I don't know if I don't know if they changed their I don't know if they changed their policy, but if I'm TNA and I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna work with OVW, I don't think this is a big fucking win, because like I said, they did this back in the day when Bischoff and Hogan were there, and they had nobody that's like actually stayed on the roster that actually did a shit from OVW. First of all,
no.
Second of all, OVW doesn't even create stars, because last time I looked, I've not been on there for a while, so don't hold me to it, chat. I should have done my research, but I was busy today, so I forgot. From what I was told and heard from someone that I know that tried to get a tryout in OVW, they told me that they do not train people from the ground up like they did back in the day, like when Jim Cornette, just found, WWE signed him, and then they would just try to train him and do the best ability, like a John Cena, Brock Lesnar type of
Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin type of wrestler, right? Apparently, the rule was you have to be in the business for 5 years to even get looked at. Yeah, you have to get looked at in OVW and signed to an OVW contract. So again, we're back where we started. We got people who, they might have experience on the indies and stuff like that, but we don't have anyone that you can build up from the ground up that you want or try to, like
actually make a star,
like you did with Cena. Performance Center. Yeah,
like you did with Cena, Brock, Orton. You don't have Batista. You're not going to make that class now.
Agreed. Because Cornette, a lot of people give shit to Cornette, but at least he knew how to make stars. I mean, my
look
God,
at the four guys I just named.
Yep. Including even Shelton Benjamin. Shelton should have been a main eventer. Sorry, but I think Shelton should have been a guy too. But yeah, so they made this announcement, right? And I'm just scratching my head. It's like, you're releasing talent, but now you're gonna try to sign a developmental deal with people. It don't make any sense to me. That's just totally like,
I don't know who you're gonna get.
Yeah, I don't know either, dude. Like, it's just, oh my God.
Like, legit, who are they going to get from that roster? You could build some random indie guy who's been wrestling for 5 years.
And also, too, it's like, this is the same company, not even this year. There was an epileptic seizure, and everybody was fucking getting their shit in while the guy was having a seizure in the middle of the ring. And then you had Al Snow telling everybody, well, we didn't know what was going on, and we didn't know what protocol was. I'm like, what do you mean you didn't know what protocol was?
Yeah, are you fucking kidding me? Fucked. And then TNA wants to sign with them. That's weird to me. Not gonna lie.
It's weird. Like, it's why would TNA?
That was only a couple of months ago. That was only a couple of months ago, right?
Yeah, it was sometime this year. I definitely know that. I can't remember what date it was, because we cut. I think me and Cream. Yeah, you know what? It was in March, because we it was Revolution, because we did that watch
3 months ago. So 3 months ago.
That Dallas kid, he got into an epileptic seizure, and he's like, well, we didn't know what was going on. So now think about this. If you're TNA, now you're getting back in bed with OVW, that people who are not quote unquote trained, I guess, and now you're going to let them be on your fucking television show and give them 8 TV times so they can try to kill not kill, Minecraft.
Injure somebody.
Yes.
And also,
or
what
get
if that
paralyzed.
situation what if a situation like that happens again with OVW? It's gonna look bad on you, TNA.
Yeah, this does not look good. I'm sorry. There's no one on the OVW roster that I have to look and say, yeah, star potential, main eventer, a guy who's going to be on a WrestleMania main event one day. You know what I mean? Like, there's no one there. It's a bunch of fucking ham and eggers. And it's just like, yeah, cool for the people who's got a job there. But like, does anyone ever fucking watch OVW? Seriously, does anyone watch it?
No, I outside of that moment with the seizure, I have not heard about them. I haven't heard them before that. So
yeah, I don't know about this, dude. This is bad. This is like, again, OVW, yeah, great for the people who have a job there, but fuck, man, this is not good optic wise for TNA, because now you're gonna have some greenhorns in there who's never been on TV. Well, I guess they have been on OVW TV, but like, you got someone who can just do stupid shit now and just hurt one of your top guys now, if they have any right now. But still, though, it's like, this is bad. Like, God bless, man.
yeah, I don't know what they're thinking over there.
I agree with that. And I also agree with this too. And that's the thing. TNA is basically a feeder system for the WWE. We said that. Like,
yeah,
it's just, God, man. But before we get into our last two articles until we get a video, I said I had a video for the chat, and this is the video that I always go to when I think about Vince Russo. So give me 1 second.
Good old Vince Russo. Fucking piece of shit.
Russo, don't give yourself so much credit. You are simply the Bin Laden of professional wrestling.
Whoa! Vince Russo, usually I don't like to take advantage of the mentally handicapped, but in your case, I'll make an exception.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Because he just made a comment the other day. So the reason why he stopped watching AEW is because there was too much wrestling. I'm like,
on a wrestling
oh, but anyway, yeah, that's a different story for a different day, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into the last article, and then we have two more articles to go. Sorry, 3 technically, but anyways, then they made this announcement for business deals right now. TNA also said they are now in business with these people. Trey, you want to read that for the chat?
Breaking. TNA announced today new partnership with K&M All-Star Sports and Romo Performance, both of which will receive prominent visibility across TNA events through the end of 2026. I think TNA thinks these things are wins, bro. They're not.
Like when I read this article, I was like, what? And also, this is my reaction.
Who's the fucking giant jabroni?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I don't know who this fucking company is at all. Like, yeah, like,
who the fuck's this company? Show? Yeah, is it a radio? What is it?
I don't know. Like, it's I don't know what it is, dude. Like, I got scratched my head. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, who? Who are these fucking people?
Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, Jack. Who? Like,
yeah, I need that clip from Guardians of the Galaxy. Who? Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I don't know why TNA think this is a win. You thought the OVW thing is a win. This is not a win.
Right here, dude. Like, this is my reaction. I saw those people get released and like all this shit. Like, this is just bad.
Bum, bum, bum. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
Yep.
Pretty much, it's the truth, dude. Like I said, I don't know who this fucking company is at all. Like, I don't know if this is supposed to be like some sports agency thing or what.
Yeah. I don't know. Who are these collabs, TNA?
It says for full details, you click on here. I guess optical wise, I guess we should click on the link. Let me look real quick. Good God. God, even the TNA website's gone down for the years. Jesus Lord.
Dude, yeah, look how long it's loading. TNA, fix your shit. Like, There's actually a lot of fixer shit with TNA right now.
Okay, Trey, you want to read that for the chat? Because apparently, again, like I said, I have no idea who this is, and we're going to read this all together real quick.
TNA Wrestling announced today new partnerships with K&M, All Star Sports, and Romo Performance, both of which will receive prominent. I gotta skip that part. The agreement includes corner and mat logo placements for K&M All Star Sports for Slammiversary on Sunday, June 28th at Agganis Arena in Boston, plus TNA's live events July 1 through July 1, 1st and 2nd, July 30th and 31st, plus K&M All-Star Sports. And my God, their name is long. I'm saying the first part. I am not saying the whole name again. Each will have branded guardrail signage featured at TNA events in 2026, placing brands front and center to live audiences and viewers around the world on AMC. The partnership also extends. TNA, can you actually explain who these people? Okay, I'm just going to jump to the part where they're explaining it now. Okay. K&M All-Star Sports is a family-owned and operated business that launched about 30 years ago at Norwich Town Mall in Connecticut and now operate at the Tanger outlets at Foxwood Resort Casino. K&M All-Star Sports is New England's #1. It's a sports store.
You motherfuckers couldn't even get sponsored by Dick's. The fuck?
Tyler, I thought they were like a radio thing. I was thinking this is some radio
some like agency, like some talent agency shit. Oh my God.
So it's just a fucking sports store?
Wow.
Really, TNA? They're just take anybody, bro. Oh my God.
This is fucking
They might as well just get
burger.
sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Geek Grind Coffee.
Geek Grind Coffee.
What the
Might
fuck?
as well. This is a sports store? Are you kidding?
Like I said, yeah, like I said, this is a North. Okay, here's a question. They just said New England and Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
Is this another WWE like layup for them? Like, here, we got you guys this sponsor.
Probably.
I mean, Connecticut, New England, right there, in, Stanford. So I mean, I don't know. God, I don't know. This is fucking bad. Okay, I can't read. We can, in the words of Obi-Wan Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith, I can't look any longer. Okay. Then this came out, ladies and gentlemen. This was broken today. This was a story that came out today. And I thought this is very timing since Jermaine just put that in the chat. So WWE is buying it, right? So it's funny you should say that. Let's get into it and let's divulge into this whole thing right here. So share the screen. Boy, howdy. Now, this was just reported before we went live. So this legit just happened today. So Trey, we're going to read this because there is this is another tweet after this tweet. Go ahead, if you don't mind, Trey, read it, and I'll continue on, and we'll go to the video next.
Sources: Anthem's Len Asper has set a $30 million floor for a potential sale of This Is TNA, with its preferred price in the 40 to 50 million range. The premium reflects toxic debt on Anthem's books that any buyer will be expected to absorb. No deal is imminent, but the number is out there. Part of what underpins the price. TNA's deal with AMC includes guaranteed money now plus option years that could raise its value down the line. AMC also holds rights to first refusal on TNA's next media rights negotiation. That ROFR is the wrinkle. A buyer isn't just pricing TNA wrestling, they're pricing a television deal they don't fully control going forward. And Asper's guaranteed AMC revenue alone gets him most of his way to his floor. Worth the history in 2024, a group led by Scott D'Amore offered roughly $10 million, including assumption of TNA's debt, valuing the company between $7 and $12 million, respectively. Anthem rejected it outright, no counter. Whether the gap is real or growth, AMC international deals, additional sponsor revenue, or as per betting, the market has changed more than it has, is the question. We'll find out when someone actually bids.
Okay, so I know that was a lot to say, but $40 million to $50 million, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it real. This company has not been successful since Anthem's taken it over. I'm gonna keep it real.
No, not at all.
$40 to $50 million. That's, I think even Vince bought WCW for like $3 million back in the day. At the time, in 2000, that was 20 plus years ago. 25, 26 years ago. Happened in 2001, right? So there's that. This is
26 years ago.
Yeah, 26 years ago. So it's like, dude, that's way too much. The video library, I can see that. But going piggybacking up what Jermaine just put in chat, let's read this last tweet because there was an update to this too.
Additionally, multiple WWE sources indicate the toxic debt on Anthem's books is the primary reason WWE isn't viewed as a buyer for TNA. WWE already has the TV reach, audience, and talent pipeline TNA would offer. Taking on that debt plus the TV deal with AMC that WWE wouldn't fully control makes an acquisition far less attractive than simply poaching talent or licensing the library outright.
So right there, I don't think WWE be interested in buying it. The only thing I can see WWE be interested in buying TNA would be the video library and not the entire.
Yeah.
Well, but obviously they have to buy the whole company to get the library. So, but I don't think WWE, yes, have the money, but they also have their own somewhat financial. I'm not gonna say debt, but I mean they did just acquire AAA a couple of years ago.
Yep.
So when they go right back and say, okay, we'll buy TNA and just do that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like the only thing I could see, right? The only thing I could see is if Triple H gets shit canned. If he does, I don't know. As the booker, I don't know. I don't think Anthem would or TKO would do right now. But we'll just put it out there. What if Triple H wants to go and he buys TNA? He's already got a TV deal. Only thing he's got to do is try to rebuild the roster and try to get more talent in there and stuff like that. So is that an option for Triple H in the back of his mind? And again, if they don't buy it, WWE and Triple H, respectively, is there a good chance that Tony Khan might go in here and just try to buy it?
I don't think so. I think he was offered it before and didn't want it. So I don't know.
I mean, if that's the case, I mean, Tony's got the money; he can do it. But it's like if Tony buys it, which he was offered to, Anthem's offered to sell it to him during the certain pandemic in 2020. They offered to Tony to buy the company, and he declined. And at the time, that was only for $10 million. So compared to $10 million to 40 to 50. That's a very substantial upgrade.
Yeah. And I don't know if he wants to pay that. I feel like he would just ruin it. Look what he's done at Ring of Honor.
Yep. No one watches it. It's dead TV. But you know what? If Tony did buy the company, think about that. If Tony did buy TNA, he's already got a television deal for TNA on AMC, right? What if you try to put Ring of Honor on AMC?
Probably. He'd probably merge like TNA and Ring of Honor.
Oh God.
Oh, you're gonna have a Ring of Honor invasion on the Impact Zone.
Dude, the only thing I could see if it happened, if Jeff went in half with Tony and said, hey, look, let's do this. Let's buy TNA. Maybe, right? This just again, this just speculation, armchair quarterbacking. We don't know. We have no sources. We don't know anything about it. We're just guessing here as fans. But what if Tony Khan goes in half with Jeff Jarrett? He makes Jeff in charge of TNA. Jeff's still in charge of TNA, and they go into a split between Ring of Honor and TNA, and they kind of have mix and match a little bit, like Athena going to Impact on TV one night, vice versa. Eddie Edwards going back to Ring of Honor TV for a little bit, kind of like that. and kind of like your own like talent roster, and plus make TNA and freaking Ring of Honor a training facility for the people they already have there. Because I'm gonna keep it real. I do not watch Ring of Honor TV. I don't hate Ring of Honor. I used to be a big fan of Ring of Honor, but I'm not going to go pay $10 or whatever to go watch Ring of Honor when it's a bunch of nobodies. I'm gonna keep it real, okay?
Yeah.
And Tony's booking of Ring of Honor has been dreadful. It's been god awful, right? So again, if that's the case, will Tony, if Tony wants to do it, do you think that happens, or do you think it would just be like, okay, we'll see a next buyer to buy TNA is?
I don't know who another buyer would be though, unless it's like a Billy Corgan thing. Like if you get Billy Corgan, not Billy Corgan, but a celebrity like that with money. But
yeah,
I don't know. I can't think of one who'd want to buy TNA like that.
Jermaine, I can't remember. I don't think Athena was ever in TNA.
No, I don't think so. I don't think she was either. I don't remember her being in TNA.
Yeah, I don't think she did. I remember her coming from Booker T school, Reality of Wrestling. She went from Reality of Wrestling, and then she went to WWE and then NXT. She came in NXT, the Black and Gold brand, when she was Ember Moon. Then she went to the main roster. Then she got put back to NXT during the pandemic era. Oh, Hogan. Okay, Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, yeah, they had a problem with her. Yeah, she stood it too. They treated her like shit in TNA. During the trying to think, was she a part of the not the Scott D'Amore era, but I think she was a part of the Don Callis era, right?
Yeah, the Callis era. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, gave me Billy Corgan nightmares. Oh god, yeah, those years were
those were awful.
Awful, my god. Anyways, going back to what we're saying, and we're gonna get into a video. Yeah, again, I think the best bet's having Jeff to come back and be in charge of TNA. And you know what? Honestly, if you wanted to, you can probably go on the road with this too. You can go on the road with Ring of Honor and TNA doing house shows together with that roster, because I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor's talent roster is a lot better than TNA's right now. Sorry, it's just true.
Yeah.
Like, I grant you, there's some people on there that I don't know personally, but like Lee Moriarty, he'd be great in the X division. Why not put him in the X division for a few matches? You know what I mean? Like there's a more. I think on a roster, you compare the rosters to TNA now and Ring of Honor right now. Ring of Honor definitely has a more depth roster than TNA does.
Yeah.
So again, if Tony were to buy the company and he does that, and Jeff and him were partners, and this goes down, it'd definitely be interesting to see. But that's another case too. If Tony does buy buys TNA with Jeff, allegedly, it's not official, just allegedly, armchair quarterbacking over here.
Yeah.
What's that mean for NXT and TNA's relationship?
Yeah, I don't know.
Would that be done?
Yeah, maybe. Probably. I would assume so.
Yeah, Jeff wasn't Dutch Mantel gets a lot of shit. At least a lot of people don't know that, but Dutch booked freaking Abyss in TNA. So the reason why Abyss was so successful in TNA is because of Dutch. Dutch booked him, and including in Puerto Rico back in the day. Like I said, TNA is just I don't know, man. It's such a locale now. It's like, I work for TNA.
Company. Yeah, they're a locale company now. It's really insane.
Yeah, it's like it's a locale company. It's just like it's just so hard to be a TNA fan, dude. Like I said, I watched TNA. Honestly, when they left Spike TV, I was so pissed. Like, I'm fucking done with this company. Like, I was that mad at one point. But again, I never wanted to go out of business. I was mad at what they did, and like Jeff came back in 2016, 17, whatever the case.
Yeah,
was.
Yeah, around that time.
Because they tried to rebrand it as Global Force when they showed up on Pop TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't go anywhere because Jeff got alcoholic addiction, and then he got fired from Anthem, or he was told Anthem he had to go. And then Anthem fucked him in the ass and deleted all of his freaking GFW tapes, his master tapes, all the tapings he had. They deleted it all on him, which was, to me, that was just fucking dirty. They can say what they want. Oh, it was by accident. That was a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's full depression era. Yeah, it is. Yep, he also forgot that too. Dutch also booked the women's division or the knockouts division too. Oh boy. But we got one more thing to cover today for TNA, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to get out of here. Okay. So Trey found this video. Trey, do you want to tell everyone who this guy is? Because we watched him.
This is the guy we watched a couple of weeks ago. He's a hardcore old school TNA fan, like since the old days. And we watched his video like with the 50 reasons why TNA sucks. And he's just been covering their downfall basically the last few months really, because it's been about a month of bad press for TNA.
Yep. So we're going to post his link there. It is right there in the chat. If you'd like to go there and watch his other content, go over there and go subscribe if you like his stuff. And if you like what you see, tell him the boys from Pin Down sent you, by the way. And also too, if you wouldn't mind, if you're new here, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. It helps us out tremendously. We have been, knock on wood, Trey, knock on wood. We have been doing very well in the YouTube side of things. So we like to continue that and make this even bigger than what it is. So if you wouldn't mind, if you're new here, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And even if you're not new here, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. It helps us out tremendously. Thank you all for being here. And Jermaine, thanks for being here. Like I said, you're someone new in the chats. We greatly appreciate you being here, man. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's get into this video because this is only like 10 minutes, 12 minutes long, I think. No, it's only 10 minutes long. And then we'll get out of here. First, let me get this a like so I don't just watch and not practice what I preach. So let me go do that. Let's watch this video. I don't know why that's popping up. Okay.
If I tried to actually keep up with all the news that's coming out of TNA wrestling as of late, we would need daily videos. The Hawk is never going to do a daily video on TNA for my sanity's sake. So this is what you're going to get. It's been exit after exit from this company lately, and what the cutting of talent is actually for, who knows? First, it was the cutting of Tessa Blanchard's chin from TNA. Well, that was a giant waste of time for everybody involved. Maybe those who are boycotting the TNA show will be back now that Tessa's gone.
Hold on, chat. Someone's going on. I am going to refresh real quick. Trey, can you take over just for a second real quick? Because something's going on the YouTube side. It's very choppy on my end, so I'll be right back. Apologies.
All right.
Be right back.
Apologies, chat. So, basically, the TNA stuff is just insane to me. I don't know why this company has fallen so far and just so fast. Because I thought there was a potential chance last year. And then they get, because I was talking about that for months, because I was thinking, maybe they'll get a TV deal and that could be their prayers and that can maybe magically fix everything and they get the TV deal. But they didn't have a bad first episode, on AMC, but then it just fell apart after that. And I don't know what happened in between them getting the TV deal and then what happened backstage after, I don't know. But there was just the quality dip is insane considering I thought the TV deal would be savior of their problems.
Okay, chat, before we get started real quick, I'm going to play this for a couple seconds and you guys tell me if you are having any problems, if it's not choppy no more. Again, I don't know what's going on my internet. So for context wise, I had a bad storm here where I live and my modem got fried by lightning. And what sucked because my modem was brand new that I had for 6 years. Lightning struck it, and now I have a refurbished modem. So, again, I apologize, chat, if that's the case. But I'm gonna play this a little bit, and if it's not choppy, we'll restart this again. So, Trey, if you wouldn't mind, keep the eye on the chat just for a second, and we'll play this. Hold on.
I tried to actually keep up with all the news that's coming out of TNA wrestling as of late. We would need daily videos. The Hawk is never going to do a daily video on TNA for my sanity's sake.
Is it still choppy?
So this is what you're going to get.
Yeah, it is a little choppy. We could just nix the video. We'll just do this another time.
If I tried to...
What about now? Is it still choppy now?
Play it again.
that's coming out of TNA wrestling as of late, we would need
Yeah,
daily videos.
still.
The Hawk is never going
to... Okay. Well, I guess we'll just play it then, because I don't know what else to do. It's only 10 minutes long, so we'll just let it play out. I apologize, chat. Next time, I would definitely try to do better with the internet. And also, thank you to Spectrum for fucking me over right now. I greatly appreciate it. This is very high quality what you get here, chat. Really high quality. I apologize.
to do a daily video on TNA for my sanity's sake. So this is what you're going to get. It's been exit after exit from this company lately, and what the cutting of talent is actually for, who knows? First, it was the cutting of Tessa Blanchard's chin from TNA. Well, that was a giant waste of time for everybody involved. Maybe those who are boycotting the TNA show will be back now that Tessa's gone. And no, I don't particularly want to make a Ring of the Hawk video about her. It wasn't good. But it also wasn't bad in an end.
Well, yeah, you can't say it wasn't bad and it wasn't good when you're not fucking booked.
When you're not on TV.
Nah, that's okay. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I can't even judge it because they did stuff with her in the beginning, but then they just dropped it after, like, I think once we got to, like, May of last year.
Yeah, that was a bad take.
Yeah, I don't agree there. It wasn't even her fault. It was, they don't book her. They did book her. They put her with Alicia Fox. Yeah. You know, that's going to bring success. You know, Alicia Fox, that great talent who couldn't even wrestle back in 2009.
Oh,
you know
I wish I had that clip of Noam Dar. Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
Okay, here we go.
You were there in 2009. You watched her wrestle.
I was there. Yeah, I was there. All right. I wish I wasn't, but I was there.
Same here.
Anyway, like, let's laugh at Tessa Blanchard. It was just pointless. That news was quickly followed up that diseased badger with typhoid Tommy Dreamer was leaving TNA. He was head of talent relations and creative too. Tommy cried the night away at getting fired, and not to celebrate people's downfall, but thank God he's gone. It was assumed that the mole, Sami Callihan, would take over from him, but no, he was given the boot a few hours after. Delirious is now in full control of TNA Creative. It's surprising that he didn't go too. Then it was reported that TNA might be signing a developmental deal with OVW. So TNA wrestlers can now one day dream that they'll progress enough to have Al Snow as their boss. At this point, it's just jobs for the boys, isn't it? Well, that deal sucked last time. It caused us to have to endure a decade of Mahabharati Shira.
With Hilton Honors Diamond status, enjoy the best confirmed room.
What, really, YouTube? Really?
Honors, baby.
We have climbing gyms all over the country, so we use Google Meet to connect.
Sorry, chat. Fuck you, YouTube.
But we in the Shove It Squad want to know how you feel about these releases. Do you now feel confident about beating AEW in the future, and were they right to release these people? After all of that, I actually thought that last week's show was one of the best in the AMC era. So what does all of this mean for today's show? Who's ready to get whacked? It's TNA Impact. The show will start out with Personality Girl Zaya Eastside. They've gotten rid of her horribly happy music now, but this is generic and banging. She is here to cut a promo about her former best friend. Why did you do it, Eastside? Why did you get that haircut? She thinks she should have turned on Laying Lee a bit sooner. The crowd chant overrated. She thinks that the fact that she was crying was hilarious. She calls her a dumbass. At Slammiversary, she will not just beat the dumbass, but also take her title. This brings out the other personality girl, Laying Lee, who calls her a snake and a rat. She threatens her in Chinese, with the crowd laughing with approval. For the third or the fourth time in this feud, Eastside refuses to translate for her. But what she was saying is that she's going to beat her ass right now. Security geeks break it up. Somehow these grown men are unable to separate 90-pound women. But that is because their hate gives them strength.
Yeah, this is like Rent-A-Cop Center. These, okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
And hold on, just a second. Try to address this quick in the chat right there. Anthony, we did cover it. If you would like to wait till later out after the stream or stay here, whatever, I will be doing chapters here after the stream's over with. So bear with me. If you want to come back and watch the chapters, you can come back and watch us cover that. We're not very, like the guy said in the video, it happened before in 2010 or 2012 and it didn't do anything. So I don't know what the big difference is now. But anyways, thank you for being here. Appreciate that.
Yep.
And you wouldn't mind hit the like button, subscribe, and share if you are new here. Again, thank you.
Laying Lee starts kicking them all down and doing wrestling moves. I love her. She's great. The brawl continues. The security team seemingly just give up. She tries to dive, but Eastside pulls a security geek in her way. Listen, I've said it before. They have tried with this feud. It's got plenty of build, and it is due a pay-per-view match. But unfortunately, in terms of other matches that belong, this one could be alone. Alone? The Thriller, Gia Miller, is with Santana Mike. He is being forced to team up with Dolph Ziggler tonight, who will be his next title challenger. They are not allowed to get angry with each other tonight. Mike is annoyed at himself for trusting Dolph in the first place. At Slammiversary, he's going to rip his heart out and eat it.
What?
That line doesn't feel right for his character. Casey Navarro walks up happily.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Oh fuck.
Yeah, Santana's just like, who told me to say this? What? Say what?
This
is, oh no.
Who the fuck wrote this bullshit?
What? Exactly.
Also this.
That's why this company's in the damn shape it's in, because of bullshit like this.
Yeah.
Oh boy, howdy. Boy, fucking howdy. Okay, yeah, all right. Let's again. Bravo, Delirious, if you're writing the fucking promos for people. Bravo.
Yeah.
Or this is a Mike Santana promo by himself. Fuck, bro. Go back to the drawing board on that one.
Yeah.
Screaming that tonight he will team with Mike and Ziggler. He wants them to focus before the match, as he's worried that the heels could overwhelm them if they can't work together. Santana stutters as he says don't forget who's been looking out for him this whole time. It ain't Dolph, and that match is next. Mustafa Ali teams up with Borge and Hodge to take on Casey Navarro, Dolph Ziggler, and Santana Mike. Nemeth and Mike are partners who don't get on. Navarro quickly has to settle them down, which allows all the four dorks to jump them. But then Navarro throws Ali out of the ring. They had a great match last week. Dolph hits a super kick and Santana picks up Hodge and powerbombs him out of the ring. Everybody is fighting around the ring. The other four dorks take out Navarro with double rolling net breakers. Ali does a Rick Rude taunt. Tasha Steelz gets caught cheating on the outside and they're sent to the back. Borge and Hodge are still working together on Navarro. Borge hits a short arm clothesline for a 2. The Order 4 do this cool triple team move where they throw Navarro into the diving Ali powerbomb. Somehow he kicks out. Navarro then manages to do a reversal with a cutter for a double down on Ali. Can we please just let...
Yeah, why is Ali still in the mid-card scene with this whole international bullshit? This is the guy who should be actually challenging Santana and
this should be the Slammiversary. This should be the Slammiversary match.
Or a 4-way. You got Santana, you got Mustafa Ali, Kazarian, and Ziggler for the world title. That's a pretty decent fucking main event right there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. What the and yes, Jermaine, we agree. The fucking system is dog shit. Fucking
the
hell.
System is garbage, and that's been going on for way too long.
Oh, fucking Moose. God, don't get me started on him, please. Don't get me started. Anyways, oh god. Anyways.
These two fight on pay-per-view again. Navarro hits a kick and tags Santana Mike. Mike boots Hodge in the corner and then hits him with a Death Valley driver. Now he hits a dive out of the ring to wipe out the other two. He wants to hit his finisher, but Dolph tags himself in. He then hits the famous at a Hodge for a 2 count. The commentary team tell us that this kick out was critical for Order 4. No shit. Mike and Dolph start screaming at each other again. That gives the Order 4 dorks another chance to get on top again. Borge and Hodge hit a double team, but the pin is broken up. Now Navarro flies out of the ring with a DDT on Mustafa Ali like last week. Santana hits a double rolling cutter and Dolph hits a double danger zone and they make double pins for the 3. Casey Navarro desperately tries to separate his 2 friends. Ryan Nemeth ends up smacking Santana from behind. Then
fuck Ryan Nemeth. God,
What?
I fucking hate that.
Why is he part of this? Ryan Nemeth?
My brother.
Oh no. Ryan Nemeth. Oh god.
What? What on God's great earth? You suck, pal.
Yeah, he's fucking ass. Why?
What the hell has happened to this business?
Exactly.
God, man, fucking hell. Oh God, this guy is so lucky to be Dolph Ziggler's brother. My God, this motherfucker couldn't get a job working at fucking Taco Bell.
No.
God.
No.
Okay. Dude. Okay. Again, we are not fans of Ryan Nemeth. We fucking think he's the drizzling shits. We said that when we started this podcast not even 2 years ago and said this. This guy is a fucking ham and egger. Holy shit.
He's a jabron.
The same guy could accuse CM Punk of being on steroids. Half the IWC when they freaking saw that post.
Go fuck yourself.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, fuck you, dude. You're nobody.
Also this.
Who's a fucking giant jabroni?
Yeah, dude, he's a fucking jabroni.
God, man. Yeah, Ziggler, I feel Ziggler shouldn't be in TNA. I think Dolph side rant real quick. Dolph Ziggler should have went to fucking TNA in 2012, 2013 when they actually had a fucking roster and they're on Spike TV. He should have went there. Honestly, too, I give AEW a lot of bullshit, but fuck, man. Even Ziggler and AEW would be better than what they're doing right now in TNA. It's like there's no one to. I think it's funny. The guy who tells everybody, I don't have to go to AEW if I don't want to, is also the same guy who's got no one to fucking work with in TNA.
And I mean, at WWE, there's some people, but I'm like, I don't need to see Dolph Ziggler on my screen again. I'm gonna keep it real.
Like you got AEW is a fresh matchup. You can do Ziggler against I don't know Christian, Cope if you wanted to. You can do Ziggler and
MJF,
the dirty or the dogs, whatever they're freaking called. MJF. I hate Moxley's bullshit, but you got Swerve, you got Moxley, you got Will Ospreay if you wanted to. Josh Alexander, but we all know if Ziggler did probably come in, he'd probably be part of the Don Callis family. Andrade would be a decent match.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And he takes out his little friend by mistake. No time to cry though, as Dolph hits him with a super kick. In the back, Navarro is close to tears. Dolph tells him he shouldn't trust anybody. Ryan Nemeth walks up laughing that he deserved to get beaten up. Mike and Dolph have a screaming contest in the back. Security are busy tonight. Santana apologizes to Navarro. Cool Kane Kaz is in the ring for his talking segment. He is here to hype up Ultimate X returning at Slammiversary. He takes credit for being the reason that Ultimate X was created in the first place. He has won the most matches out of anybody on the roster. His first guest is the whitest in charge, the boy from Bradford, Leon Slater. His second guest will be X Division champion Cedric Alexander. Kaz laughs at Slater for failing to become the longest reigning X Division champion ever. He wants to know how depressed Slater is now. Cedric quickly interrupts, screaming "ha" over and over again, and it gets heated. Cedric thinks that Leon has been handed everything from the start. Cedric has stolen his dream of becoming the longest reigning.
By the way, I did see this promo on YouTube or Twitter, whatever the case was. Cedric Alexander, I like you a lot. I think you're great in the ring. Well, why the fuck were you just screaming, cutting a promo last week or this past Thursday?
He should not be a heel. His character doesn't fit being a heel. I don't think he has the promo skill to be a heel, if you get my drift.
Yeah, like there's just some guys that to me that can't be heels. I didn't like when he was a part of the Hurt Business.
No, I thought that was dumb.
Or the Hurt Syndicate. Sorry, the Hurt Syndicate. I didn't like that because I'm like, yeah, I mean, cool. He's getting a push with people. That's awesome. I ain't got a problem with that. But it's like, I don't buy you as a heel though. It's like when TNA turned Jeff Hardy heel back in 2010. I didn't buy Jeff being the quote unquote antichrist of professional wrestling. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. You're not this role. And you just became the fucking guy just to take the moves. You're just the job guy of the team.
Yeah. You're the guy that takes. Yeah, you're the heater, or you're the person that gets beat up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
And why is he in the system? Why? Why, dude? He was actually doing decently as a babyface when he first came in. I was like, okay. Him and Ali had a little feud going on last year. I was like, okay. Then they just turned him heel and had him join the fucking system.
Yeah, dude. I don't get it, man. Okay.
Champion. It gets heated again, but again, Cool Kane Kaz gets between them. He points out that we don't give it to the marks for free and to wait for the pay-per-view. And speaking of the pay-per-view, Kaz will be part of Ultimate X. We now get a weird video.
Again, why the fuck is he in the X division? Yes, I know he's one of the pioneers of the Ultimate X match, but he should be in the main event scene. He was the fucking champion going into the fucking AMC deal, the debut.
Yeah, he was the champion at the start of the year. Why the fuck is he going back for the X division title? Why?
Oh my god,
that's like it's like he forgot he was world champion. It's like they just memory hold it, and
it's like being the district manager for a franchise, like a McDonald's or something like that. So, hey, man, we're going to demote you to fry cook. Okay,
yeah, they demoted him again. He's back to doing what he did last year, where he just did mid-card feuds. It's like he never won the title. I think they just, in their mind, kind of Thanos snapped it out of existence. They did the Men in Black neuralizer to people. He was never world champion. Because now he's back to doing mid-card bullshit again.
They did the Jedi mind trick. He was never the world champion you were looking for. It's like, come on, man. Oh, God. Anyway.
Yeah, like I said, you could have been a triple threat, because I have no interest in Santana and Dolph when I've seen Santana beat Dolph like 1 billion times last year.
Yeah, it's funny you should mention that. We don't talk politics on this channel, but we were thinking about adding that clip because it's the truth, man, because it's relevant. It's like, fuck, man, these guys have no idea what they're doing, and it shows.
Yeah.
Oh, look who it is, Trey.
So look at our stream. Good old AJ, fat fuck AJ Francis.
God, man. You know, AJ Francis, your forehead and your hairline must be great friends because they go way back.
Yeah. What is that hairline, bro? I don't know what that hairline is.
Package about how AJ Francis looks up to Suge Knight. He calls him.
I wish he was the Suge Knight of wrestling because it's a travesty every time I watch him wrestle, and plus he should be a wrestler because he fucking sucks. Put him in wrestling jail. Holy shit. Oh, God, this fucking piece of shit. By the way, Chad, if you don't know our beef with AJ Francis, if you are new here, Trey and myself made AJ Francis very upset last week. And we called him out on his bullshit. And he told everyone that, basically that we were the problem, and et cetera, et cetera. If you would like to know what happened on that stream, I am going to share the link right now. This happened last week. Let me share it in the chat real quick for context. If you are new here and you have not seen it, me and Trey called him out on his bullshit, and we both got blocked for it because he's a soft little bitch.
He's a soft pussy. Soft fucking bitch ass.
He is the shits, Jermaine. He is the shits. He is the drizzling shits.
Even last year when TNA were good, he was the worst part.
This guy, we said before when we covered at the beginning of the stream, this guy is such the biggest ass kisser for TNA because he knows if he gets fired or gets released or whatever the case may be, he's fucked.
He's got nowhere else to go.
Well, he's got a place to go. It's called going to McDonald's. Just remember, bitch, I will put the fries in the bag and I like extra pickles on my Big Mac.
Yep.
You fucking bum. And he is a bum. I'm sorry. This guy is a fucking bum. Plus, he's a piece of shit.
He thinks he's like this top heel. And I'm like, no, you're not.
He thinks he's top everything. He thinks honestly, he thinks he's this guy. And I again, he thinks like he's the same equivalent to this guy from TNA back in the day.
He is Jeff Jarrett.
This guy thinks like he owns everything in the company. This motherfucker shouldn't be owning nothing. This guy is a drizzling shits. I can't stand AJ Francis. I'm going back for reference just real quick. This dude was on that treasure show for WWE back in the day, and this guy bullied Charles Robinson and selling his Ric Flair robe.
I actually saw the clip finally. It is bad.
Over there, and did you see how Rick just got like, I can't be a part of this, and Rick went to go sit down. He put Ric Flair in an awkward position there.
Yeah, Rick kind of like, I got to get out of here for a second. Like he's like, nah.
And this dude was such a mark. He was wearing a fucking Nikki Bella baseball cap when he was talking to Charles Robinson like he's some cool fucking dude. Fuck you, dude. You fucking.
And remember, he fucked up a fucking dive like his whole career. Do you remember that spot on SmackDown?
Flop Dollar, and the same guy,
the
same guy last year at Slamversary went through a fucking ladder, went balls first, and tore one.
Yep.
I had them all talking. People were laughing at your bitch ass because you fucking are the shits.
Yeah, you're ass, bro.
You are fucking terrible. You are the drizzling.
He is
shits.
legit probably the worst wrestler today, like of all time.
Suck, pal.
Maybe not of all time, but he is the worst wrestler actively right now.
God, I can't stand this motherfucker. Every time I see this bitch talk on TV or on Twitter, this is what I want to do.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Can't stand this bitch. Anyways, getting back to the video. Sorry, chat for the little rant. I can't stand this fucking.
We have to rant on this, dude. We're almost done with the video anyway.
I can't stand this piece of shit.
The American hero.
Flop dollar.
Well, what's the real quick, Trey? What's the thing I always say that Ernie Ladd used to say to the King Kong Bundy? I told you in the past. Bundy, every time you cash a check, you're stealing from people's paychecks. You should be arrested. Because he's the shit.
Him.
That's AJ Francis. That's AJ Francis. I came from Big Cat Ernie Ladd, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know who he is, Google him. He's a big time legend. He was best friends with Bill Watts and helped run Mid-South
Wrestling. He's basically stealing people's money. Might as well.
Yeah, he's every time he cashes a check, he's stealing money. Every time he cashes a check.
Like Suge Knight, he will ensure that he takes away everybody's music from them. He wants to have little baby Shugs running around. What a strange image and line.
Look at this fucking bitch. You're almost 40 years old and you think this is cool. This isn't fucking cool.
Yeah, he thinks he's this like rapper, like dude.
Yeah, he thinks he's Suge Knight, and I think he should be like Suge Knight. He should be arrested in wrestling jail and put there for life. He fucking sucks.
Yeah, I think he might be worse than Ryan Nemeth. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I think he's worse than Ryan Nemeth.
Trey, who is the worst wrestler in your lifetime that you've seen that compared to AJ Francis? Legit.
In my life, well, I may not have. I was technically born when he's around. Ahmed. I'm gonna say Ahmed Johnson.
I was gonna say Ahmed Johnson. I was gonna say Eva Marie.
Jack Swagger. Eva Marie.
Yeah.
Jack Swagger.
Sin Cara when he came in.
Sin Cara. Del Rio. The fucking worst main eventer of all time in my mind. Fuck. AJ Francis, he might be slightly better than Del Rio just because what he's actually done in real life. But I'll take Jack Swagger over his bitch ass.
Remember what Hulk Hogan said before he passed last year? Half these guys I watch today on TV look like should be bagging my groceries, and he's one of them.
He's the epitome of that. Yeah, you should be bagging groceries, bitch.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Put the fries in the bag.
It's time for Ricky Sosa to have a match. The crowd still love this guy's entrance. Eric Young's going to be on commentary because he put Sosa out for 3 months prior to this. You'd think Sosa might care about that, but he barely acknowledges the man who nearly cost him his life.
You know someone else he took out not even a few weeks ago? He took out EC3, and EC3's not been seen since.
And he's been nowhere to be seen. And you think that would be the Slammiversary match? Because that was who he was feuding with before Sosa. Oh my. TNA!
Doesn't that make
storytelling?
Yeah, doesn't that make sense to you, Trey? The guy who got taken out should be coming back and doing something with the guy who took him out at Slammiversary, the biggest like anniversary show of the year, right? Nah,
yeah,
it's something else. It's something. Hey, Eric Young took someone else out 3 months ago, so now he's got to get his revenge.
Well, you could have did this after. You could have did Ricky Sosa. Granted, why are we I like no disrespect, Eric Young. He is a TNA legend. Let's be real, he is. But why is he feuding with Ricky? Because his feuds are all the same. He pile drives a guy, they're out for 3 months, and then he comes back, and then Eric Young inevitably loses the feud. And then rinse, wash, and repeat. That cycle over and over again. He's their Big Show, basically. He's what Big Show was in the 2012, 2013 years where he was just there to put people over.
Yeah, and that's another thing about Eric Young. I don't have a problem with Eric Young. I've always been a fan of Eric Young, but here's my thing. He went from a comedy wrestler from being a Team Canada, then the whole don't fire Eric stuff, right? Then he does that. Then he becomes Super Eric, became a superhero in 2008. The following year, he's supposed to be this badass. They turn him heel. He was supposed to be the leader of the World Elite. Remember the World Elite with all, like, it was pretty much United Nations in one group against the main event Mafia. Like you had Davari, the British invasion,
Rob Terry.
Rob Terry, and you had some other people from Japan and like Japan and Mexico and stuff like that. That happened. Then the band came in. They turned them face, turned them heel again. Then they friggin' made into a comedy character again. Then he
with
became
ODB. Yeah, I remember those years. I remember those segments with ODB back in the day.
He was a tag team. He was in a tag team with Orlando Jordan at one point.
Yep. And then we get to WrestleMania 30, when Daniel Bryan wins the title. What does TNA do?
Yep.
A week later, not even a week later, that same week.
That Thursday.
They give fucking him the title, and they turn MVP heel, make him like the Triple H heel role. Eric Young wins the title, and then a couple weeks later gets beaten up because Evolution comes back. MVP forms basically the Hurt Business, but it was the Beatdown Clan at the time. Yeah,
Eric. I remember Black Evolution. I remember that.
Yeah, like Eric Young's career is, and now he's just a veteran who's. He was a face for a little bit last year with Max.
Yeah,
and then he turned heel again.
Think about that too, Trey. Then he leaves TNA and War every year, goes to NXT, became a part of Sanity, went to the main roster, and got fucked over by Vince. Let's be real. He got fucked over by Vince.
Yeah.
Got released, came back to TNA during the pandemic era, and then he's been back ever since. Now he's supposed to be like, no, I'm supposed to like take the guy seriously now, being a badass. It's just like, I don't hate you, Eric, but fuck, dude, this doesn't make any sense.
And also, no
care.
one's gonna get over beating you. It's like when people beat the Big Show. After a while, it didn't matter when people beat the Big Show because everybody beat the Big Show. Everybody beats Eric Young. It's the same deal. It's like, is Ricky Sosa really gonna get over beat? I'm gonna keep it real. Ricky Sosa would probably got more over if he beat like Kazarian at this point. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If he beat Kazarian, a Dolph Ziggler, that does more for him than fucking Eric Young. Like, okay.
Yeah, dude.
He beat Eric Young.
Good
Everybody
Lord.
beat Eric Young, especially last year. Eric Young was probably the biggest. Like, he's like the Miz now.
Eric Young's like a doorknob. Everyone gets a turn.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, let's continue this real quick.
Sosa would be facing a new Joey Ryan.
Oh, God. Don't say that shit. No, please don't. Fuck no. No.
We saw what happened to Joey Ryan.
No, please don't put that eagle on us. Please. That another sack of shit in the wrestling business. Oh, God. Anyway.
Fuck that motherfucker.
By the way, he can't even get a job at Disneyland. I just want to point that out, by the way.
No.
But Trey, you know what he's doing now? For real quick, for context, we move on. He's selling Cody's old Stardust outfit that he wore on the Indies with them.
Oh no.
He's selling it for like $4,000 on eBay right now. Like, yeah, that's what I want.
That's pathetic.
Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Do you want to buy a ring-worn Stardust outfit from Joey Ryan on the Indies?
Oh, but he's a WWE champion now. Don't you want it? He's the WWE champion now.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, I remember that too. That was a Vince Russo call. Yep, I remember that because that was during the Iraq.
They could have turned the world. You know what the sad part is? They had a chance to turn them face against the main event Mafia, but they did the opposite. They made the main event Mafia the cool heel, or like guest tweeners against them. It was weird. They should have been the baby faces.
Yeah, dude. Oh, God. Anyway, let's
TNA.
continue.
Joey sweeps Sosa out, but misses his slow motion handstand knee drop. Sosa kicks him. Nice spring into a moonsault from Sosa for a 2 count. Joey Ryan slows him down with smacks and kicks. Sosa eventually drop kicks him out of the ring. Sosa then leaps over the top rope to wipe out Ryan. Sosa smiles at his hero Eric Young. Joey Ryan stops him on his way back into the ring and catapults him into the bottom rope. Sosa finally comes back with some chops, but then he runs into a power slam. This Joey Ryan jobber has got quite a lot of moves in. Sosa reverses his powerbomb attempt and he hits a kick and a German suplex.
The Joey Ryan comments, I can't see it now.
Yeah,
I
he
can't.
really is Joey Ryan. He even has the same gear basically. Oh my God, it's bad.
Hopefully he doesn't have any of the allegations in our life. So let's pray.
No, let's pray and hope.
Let's put those prayer emojis in chat and then the chat. Let's put the prayer emojis that he doesn't have any convicted felonies or anything like that behind the scenes. Like,
yeah,
so,
yeah. Let's hope so.
Man. God, if you know what, if Vince does buy this company, he might make him the world champion. I kid. I'm just kidding.
Oh no,
just kidding. Okay, just kidding. Proven guilty, innocent until proven guilty. Just put it out there for Vince.
Yeah.
All right.
She starts charging him with uppercuts in the corner and then a jumping up Frankensteiner. He then flies into the ring with a springboard dropkick and he finishes him off with a powerbomb. Pretty decent return. He's going to be facing Eric Young at the pay-per-view. In the back, Asked by Elephants has visited Darius Bray. They want Mr. Elegance to enter Ultimate X. They keep saying how perfect Mr. Elegance is. Dario admits that Mr. Elegance is a draw and he can now
What the fuck?
He's a draw?
What
the fuck you just say to me?
What the?
Oh my!
That's about some unadulterated bullshit.
Guess what? I got a problem.
Guess what, brother? So what? Nobody cares.
And that's a shoot.
He's a draw. The fuck did I just hear right now? Mr. Elegance is a draw, bro.
God.
You're a Timu fucking
Val Venus.
Val Venus, that's what it was.
Even, and that's even an insult to Val Venus.
Yeah, Val Venus actually was over. He was a draw in the 90s. And he actually could cut promos. And he was entertaining. This motherfucker, he beats the Knockouts champion, so I guess you get an X Division title shot. Is that the logic?
Good, dude. Oh, yeah, I think I think he doesn't do well for ratings. He's a ratings killer, but yeah, well, all right, cool. I got nothing. Fucking hell.
And the only match he's wrestled is against a woman. But he should be in the X Division. Okay, buddy. That makes total sense. What the fuck? No, I think he wrestled some like jobber. So like, I guess that counts,
whoever wrote this, okay? This is what you need. Okay, this is what you need to. This is what you're on. Okay, legit.
What?
Wrong clip. Wrong clip. Hold on. Let me find it.
You are on crack.
Go home.
Yeah, go home, Mr. Elegance. How was he not fired? But Tessa was released. Genius. You let Tessa go, but you keep this piece of shit. Okay, maybe not piece of shit. I'll take that. I'll dial that back, Jack. But the character, I'll say, to save myself here. Because the man himself, I don't know. But
oh my
really?
God. See, a ratings guy.
That's why this company's in the damn shape it's in, because of bullshit like this.
There was a meme going around where the meme was he was going to face like Cody Deaner, the hometown man at Bound for Glory. With the way they're booking, I could see it happening at this point.
You know what? Sin for the man. For God's sake, sin for him, Trey. Please save us. For God's sake.
Save us, Jeff Jarrett. Please.
Imagine saying that in 2026. Save us, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
You're our only hope.
Yes, I didn't think I'd say that in 2026, but here we are.
I'm not a Jeff Jarrett hater. I'm actually a Jeff Jarrett defender, but still, though, it's just isn't it just wild? It's just like everyone's begging for Jeff to come back. Like,
yeah, we're in a timeline now.
Oh God. Okay, let's continue. We've got like 2 more minutes. This is so bad.
He can now enter Ultimate X. Draw my ass. Pegleg barges into Ass by Elegance. What a rude dickhead. Out now, the subscription, Cora Jade. Of course, still trying to wrestle to earn enough subscribers so she can leave wrestling forever.
Bye. Edible nails, just $100. Make a sacrifice for me.
Her opponent will be Pegleg. I swear we've seen this match already. I don't want to see it again. Interestingly, they hint here that Indy Hartwell and Santina Morella have some sort of special behind-the-scenes relationship. Anyway, Pegleg quickly puts that peg leg to good use. She uses it a bit too much though, as it's Jade with a corner dodge and the forehead filler for a 2. Jade hits a double stomp for a 2. She can't do anything else though, as Pegleg hits her with a spine buster. Ass by Elephants is stood menacingly on the ramp. Jade is also distracted by Ass by Elephants. Mara Sade smacks Ass by Elephants 1.
What?
Leg does a backslide to beat Cora Jade. Is that her first loss in TNA? Man, these girls all suck. When was the last good knockouts match? It's so long ago the Hawk can't even remember it. They are all fighting, but they have nothing to actually fight over, as the personality girls are fighting for the belt and not them. Santino Marella meets with Fabian Scheitner. He asked to...
Now hold on, we can't shit on Fabian Scheitner. Come on.
Yeah,
now.
we can't shit on Vinci. We don't know, man. Come on. He hasn't wrestled in a while.
He
got
was
released
actually,
in WWE.
like he was one of my favorite guys watching in freaking what you call it?
Imperium?
Yeah.
I think I watched a little bit of him, obviously, when I came back to wrestling. He was pretty much, that's when the whole...
I watched him when he was in... I watched him when he made his debut in what you call it?
NXT UK?
No, the Cruiserweight Classic back in the day. He was part of the Cruiserweight Classic.
You can't say shit, and I can name a good knockout match with Tessa and Jordan.
The thing about that real quick, though, Trey, the friggin' Dana Brooke is one of the people on this roster. Nothing against Dana Brooke, but...
No, but she's one of your main eventers?
Yeah, and like last year, you were the Knockouts champion. Didn't you say that you were retiring from a career-ending something?
Yeah, and then she comes back, and she's done nothing since returning, really.
No.
Let's keep it real. The Elegance brand is a bargain bin, beautiful people.
Oh, it's Team.
It's a beautiful people.
Definitely Team Move. Definitely Team Move.
Beautiful people. They had a dude. They have like kind of not a Mr. Elegance in the same vein, but they kind of had a character like that, right? Like a dude with them.
Oh,
so it's literally the same thing. Now she's one of your structures for the Knockouts division. I don't know how I feel about that.
And Santino was the matchmaker, man. Fucking hell, God.
Go to WWE already.
No, I don't want him to go. No, I don't want him to go to WWE.
I'm not saying like on-screen character all the time, but just sometimes, just occasionally.
Go home.
Tyler, just go home.
Go home. I don't care. I don't hate Santino, but fuck, dude, I don't care. You're not. Look, if I'm going to watch TNA, Santino is not the reason why I'm going to watch TNA.
No,
all right?
No, definitely.
Sorry, it's not.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Be an Ultimate X. They are both Italian, so Santino Marella agrees to this. Dolph Ziggler is also here. He wants Casey Navarro to get...
I thought he was going to say Dolph Ziggler's Italian too. I'm like, I don't think he looks Italian, but I don't know.
A spot in the Ultimate X match. That is agreed. Santana Mike giggles into the camera. He challenges Dolph to meet him in the ring tonight. The Slapnut system will have a match against the Hardy Boys and Moose. The main Slapnut in charge is fighting, so I skipped it. I refuse to ever watch another Eddie Slapnut Edwards match in my life. Despite not watching the match, I have to point something out here. How nice has it been to take a break from pay-per-views for the last couple of months? It's actually given TNA a chance to build towards Slammiversary instead of having to panic every few weeks about what to put on pay-per-view. It's complete overkill in wrestling. Back to the match, Slapnut Edwards will win this match after pinning Moose after his wife Miss Piss interfered. Well, this match makes me want to piss. Santana Mike and Dolph Ziggler will spend the last few minutes of the show with a meeting. Unfortunately, Dolph's brother does most of the talking for him.
Fuck off. Fuck off, dude. God, are you kidding me? So Ryan Nemeth is now the freaking ball washer and the mouthpiece now for fucking Dolph Ziggler now.
Yeah, does Dolph... Okay, Dolph's never been the best promo, right? But...
no, I disagree on that. I always thought Dolph was actually very decent in promos, but fuck, man. Like, you're going to let
does
this
he need this fucker to talk for him?
Yeah, like, you got this fucking dweeb? Really?
He's awful. My brother!
You know what, Delirious? You know what?
Go fuck yourself.
This is Delirious' writing. And he's head creative now, Tyler. So we're going to get more of this. More of this writing. With his stamp of approval.
Yeah. God, man.
State of Influence is actually good, though. That's a different... no, I wouldn't even agree with that. They're actually good.
Oh, God dang it, man. Fucking hell.
The TNA.
God, man. All right.
Dolph does eventually join him after getting called a bitch 50 times. He tells Santana he had a decent year, but he's going to take the belt from him. Really weak ending to the show. I appreciate the pay-per-view build, but we just seem to be building to a bunch of matches that most people don't care about. Oh yeah, and Tommy Dreamer still has his name in the credits for this one too, so it's too early to tell if him leaving affected this episode. We will most likely have to wait for the next set of tapings. Who was your favourite TNA release, and where does this leave the company? We need...
We are
Are you kidding me? I get an ad with like 2 seconds from watching the video? Really?
Yeah.
What? Okay. Sorry, chat. I can't even about it. It's acting goofy.
Yeah.
That's how. Oh, that's how you ended the video. Oh, what the fuck? If I knew that would have stopped. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. Sure. That was weird. But anyway, so that's the video from him. Like again, if you want to go subscribe to his channel, we'll drop the link to his channel here in the next second. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. We're gonna plug this stuff real quick. Trey, you got anything to promote?
I just did a new video. Check that out. But other than that, we'll be back on Reviewing with the Boys next Sunday, since tomorrow's Father's Day.
Also, for an announcement going forward to the next Saturday for Pin Down, we will not be live since the show. It's going to be the Saudi Arabia Night of Champions show, I think, next week, right, Trey?
Yep, Night of Champions. Yep.
Yeah, so we will definitely not be live Saturday to do the podcast. But if you want to stay up to date to all what we're going to do, we have a Discord. Right here. If you want to come join the Discord, it's free. We hang out, we talk wrestling, watch old stuff in there when we can. Right there, a little QR code is our direct link to our Discord. So if you're interested in joining that, there's that. Also, to you, if you like to subscribe and all that good stuff to us and all our other channels are in the description box. And again, we will not be going live tomorrow due to Father's Day. So
yep.
I don't have anything else to shill, so we will definitely see you not this following you know what, sorry, we'll see you Wednesday for AEW Dynamite watch along, but that will be our last stream of that week, and we will be coming back the following Saturday to cover more news. Now, if there is stuff that happens, me and Trey will probably go live if something like catastrophic goes down, maybe TNA releases more people and talent before the actual anniversary show.
Who knows at this point?
But Jermaine, and thank you for being here. Hopefully we gained your sub. Hopefully you'll come back next week when we go live on the actual Pin Down Saturdays and maybe Wednesday. Also, too, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Until on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get out of here. So until then, take care, everybody.
Peace out, my brothers.